A friend of mine introduced me to pickled eggs once. And you would actually just walk into that pub and all you can smell is just pickled eggs. You know, it smells kind of farty. With a lot of pickled eggs, I've probably just been standing in a pub for like years and years and years and years because like who the fuck orders them, right? Me. I think I started pickling about 5 years ago. I got a book from Momofuku and started experimenting with kimchi and pickles. So we're making Chipotle pickled eggs. We've got nice eggs, Chipotle in adobo sauce, sugar, salt, and vinegar. So these are Chipotle chilies, and we're gonna blitz them up and turn them into a powder. So what we're doing now is that we're making the brine, cider vinegar. After the vinegar, I put some water in, and then we're going to cook down onion. I'm gonna add a couple of garlic cloves to it, and the ground chilies. I'm gonna add the sugar and the salt, and then we're gonna just cook it down for about half an hour. It smells pretty good, so. What am I doing? We're doing eggs. Cool, so we're gonna cook these guys for about 7-ish minutes. Fuck. I'm gonna just set that fucking towel on fire. So what we're doing now is that we're making the brine. This definitely looks very finished. We're gonna pop these guys into a jar. Wait for about 3 days. And then they will be ready to eat. What I have done is that I've made some earlier, so we can have a look and see what they look like. So these have been pickling for a week now, so should be perfect. You can serve them like that with a little bit of olive oil as a snack with a beer. Or you can put them in a bag of crisps. Basically just like, there you go. Crisps with a pickled egg. Beautiful. Super, super smoky, vinegary, really banging. Cool. So what we're doing now is that we're making Amsterdam pickled onions. You've got these nice shallots. We're going to pour some hot water over it, just so we can kind of easily take the skin off. Amsterdam onions are a thing that I grew up on eating every Friday night when my mum and me and my sister would go to the frituur, which is like a Dutch version of a fish and chip shop. I was always obsessed with seeing these big jars of yellow pickled onions. So I started eating them, and it was kind of like a ritual of just like having that every Friday night with my mom and my sister. So we'll make a really simple brine, a cider vinegar, white wine vinegar, a pinch of salt, yellow mustard seeds. We're adding sugar, and bay leaf, and some saffron. You'll know when it's done when all of the sugar and the salt has dissolved, and then. So I'm just gonna drain these. You could easily just like chop them in half and pickle them that way, but it's just kind of nice to just leave them intact like this. I leave this bit on just because it looks nice and rustic. So the brine looks done. Look at that, beautiful. They're gonna go into the fridge, and we're gonna leave them for a good, like, 2 weeks. I mean, what we're essentially doing now is that we're preserving the onion. It will make them a lot more crunchy as well. Herring is definitely something that is so standard and easy to get in Holland when it's herring season. I've ordered these on the internet. So this is how you would get it traditionally in Holland. Like, you'd get it on a little paper plate. So, got some onion. And then pickled onions, herring, and Amsterdam pickled onions. It reminds me of being a kid, basically. It's very nostalgic, especially with the addition of the Dutch flag. It makes me pretty happy. And you go like that. I mean, you could just cut it up, but then it takes the fun out of it. Just like home.